Now that he's made it to the House of Commons, the challenges are just beginning. Fletcher is a C4 quadriplegic, the most severe form. He depends on his aid for everything from showering and eating to being loaded into his van. He can't move anything from the neck down. It's been like this ever since the accident back in January 1996.
Well, I was driving to work one morning. I was working at a gold mine northeast of Winnipeg, and I hit a moose.
The car's roof was ripped off. It spun out of control into a ditch.
The only thing I remember from that day is being in the ambulance, gasping for air and asking for more air. And it was just a horrible, horrible, horrible experience.
The accident shocked everyone. Stephen had so much potential and a bright future ahead of him. What would happen now? He spent the next 11 months in hospital, many of them on a ventilator. He was told he'd never have the use of his arms or legs again. At one point in hospital, he almost died.
So I had a decision to make. Either I was going to die, or I was going to live in an institution of some sort and be miserable for the rest of my life, or I was going to fight.
He chose to fight.
Hi, I'm Stephen Fletcher. I'm your Conservative candidate.
I'm so proud that we're going to have a representative of the disabled, because I'm visually impaired, and I know since this happened to me how life has been.
Fletcher became politically active after getting out of the hospital.
I found that the issues that I was facing were not uncommon, and that was really when I first became politically active. I became a lobbyist for people in my situation and other catastrophically injured people.
Fletcher decided over a year ago he was going to become a political candidate, even though some people were telling him it would be too much of a logistical challenge.
Well, I would say I would rather be paralyzed from the neck down than from the neck up. And I would also say that the people of Charleswood St. James are guaranteed a front bench MP because the back benches aren't wheelchair accessible.
But Fletcher did know when he got into the political game he'd have to cope with some major physical disadvantages. However, he has one advantage over all of his opponents: speed. His wheelchair goes 16 kilometers an hour, great for doing door-to-door canvassing. His campaign staff have a tough time keeping up with him. But when they do, it's often because Fletcher's disability catches up with him. And in a game where shaking hands is vital, Fletcher has to find other ways.
I don't know if you can shake hands, but good luck in
You
your...
can pat me on the hand.
Yeah. Okay, good luck in
Thank you.
In your campaign.
Glen Murray shakes a lot of hands. The popular two-term mayor of Winnipeg was Fletcher's main competition and a Liberal star candidate. But during debates like this, Fletcher held his own.
The Conservative Party is committed to allowing free votes in Parliament.
And Fletcher got beyond the political rhetoric and personalized his message too, the sign of a seasoned politician.
And I have a lot of ties to this community. My friends live in Charleswood and Westwood, and I've dated a number of girls from Charleswood, and they're all voting for me.
Election night. Fletcher watched the results at his parents' house. His sister flew in from Calgary. His brother was on the phone from San Diego.
The results are now starting to come in fast and furious.
But this election night for Fletcher would go back and forth.
Charleswood St. James, where Glen Murray is running, very popular two-term mayor of Winnipeg. He's doing very well in that riding as far as we can see now. He's actually leading in that riding. Still quite early. I can't tell you exactly how early it is, but that one is definitely in progress. I'm seeing it up on the screen now.
A call came in from nervous folks back at the campaign office, but Fletcher was calm. He's been through rougher times.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. Yeah. It'll all work out. It always does.
He was right. It was close, but by 11 p.m., with an almost 1,000 vote margin, the riding was declared.
You were successful. Well, my dad and my mom have just kissed each other, which is actually kind of disturbing.
Oh, everyone's rejoicing.
You know, one of the challenges has been for Stephen, being a C4 quadriplegic, is to get a job, to get to contribute to society, and Stephen has found a way that he's able to do that through politics. He has a natural aptitude for politics, and he's now been very successful.
I think he'll do a lot of good in Canada, not only for handicapped people, but for everyone in all different cultures and races. He's very broad-minded, and just in general, I think he'll be very good for Canada.
Stephen Fletcher says he doesn't want to be a one-issue MP in the House of Commons. But he knows and accepts he will be a role model for other disabled people across Canada now that he's in the public eye.
I hope that people will see me and say, look, you know, if he can do it and he's paralyzed from the neck down, I can certainly do it. And I think people will, you know, can take solace in that there is opportunity for anyone.
For The National, I'm Conway Frazer in Winnipeg.
Don't go away. When we come back, an Eve Savory report about communicating with babies and this story.